David, we've done the basic chip and run, which was with the 9-iron.
Yep.
Descending blow, went quite low, didn't it? Over
Yeah.
here we were doing that. I'd say this is more difficult, and this would send terror into lots of golfers' hearts and kill their medal round in its tracks. So can you talk us through how do you play this one?
Yeah, we're probably 50 feet from the pin here, over the edge of this bunker, and also there's a bit of a sway, the lip coming over of the bunker. I really want to get up and over all that onto the flat part of the green. Now, I've got a more lofted club, and what I tend to do with chipping is maybe have 2 clubs and stick with them.
Right.
I've always used a 9-iron for my chip and runs, and I've got a lofty, I've got a 58 here. I would tend to stick with those.
And that's all you have?
Yeah.
So kind of Lowry-esque?
Yeah.
You just get
Honestly, if you have maybe, you could maybe with a wee chip and run, you could decide you could use a 5-iron, you could use any club really for, you know, a less lofted club. And round it, yeah, you even see people using like woods to chip and stuff. There's too many, I don't know. I always think when you come up, it's like, oh God, what shall I use here? I've got, there's 6 different options.
And is it more important to focus on technique maybe
I
than
think
actually the club you're using?
Really?
Just stick with the club because then you'll get more confidence in your technique.
That's right, no, totally. So, but pretty much the same stuff applying here. I really want to make sure that I definitely don't want to give it the big chunky one and drop it in the bunker here. That is the, yeah.
Done that before.
In fact, in this instance, because I don't know if it shows up on the camera, I'm actually going to aim a fraction right of the here. I've actually gives me more green to play.
Yeah.
Further left I go, like directly in the pin, I've got to actually carry it.
Carry the bunker, right?
Oh, the bunker.
So we're going for the second flag.
We're going to the second flag
and
here.
you're going to aim slightly right.
A little bit right of it.
Right,
yeah.
and if you're just going to accept that,
I'd accept that, and and if I can get the dead weight, if I'm only 5 or 6 feet right, that's very acceptable.
That, right.
But going back to the stroke itself, and a nice wee firm kind of hit down and through. Just get that off the.
Really nice check on that as it landed.
Just skipped a little bit on, but.
And how, in terms of landing zones for this shot, what are you looking at? Because the pros always talk about, I hear, is like going for a flat landing zone. Obviously here we've got a big kind of hill. It's not too much flat to go on, but are you aiming to land it on the green here?
That's what I was trying to do. Was actually picked. As you say, I left it a little bit short,
right,
and it kicked a little bit further
and that
right.
Sent it.
And also kicked it a bit.
It's still a good shot, but it's gone 6 foot past. Maybe.
Yeah, it sent it a fraction more right, and also a little bit further.
Right.
So, but the technique again is very much this feeling of just keeping it all nicely, keep the triangle, arms and shoulders, everything moving back and forward, and it's more that feeling of hitting down and through. I don't feel at all I'm trying to do the dreaded scoop up into the air.
And where are you setting this on you? Because are you going for more loft here and you're setting it forward in your stance?
No, I'm still keeping it back. Especially, we've got slightly fluffy grass here. You know how easy it is to catch it a little bit heavy and you don't get the distance on it. So, yeah, again, it's okay. I'd probably take that one.
Tracking to the.
Yeah, didn't quite accelerate enough. Just one more.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That would do.
Oh, that would do.
Yeah, that'll do.
If it's not going in, that'll do.
That'll do.
So what I noticed about that last one, I could see it from the angle I'm here, is the contact was so good, there was rotation on the ball. So actually it gave a tiny bit of grab and then rolled out. So.
One thing, as you get better at this, and it's nothing clever particularly, but with a proper strike and that nice bit of authority, you do get that bit of backspin on it. So when it's faster greens, you can get a wee bit of initial check, which takes the sting out of the,
Gives you more control,
Gives you more control, really, yes.
Okay, let's have a...
Right, here we go.
Let's have a shot at this, because I think...
That's it.
Keep the weight
that looks
forward.
nice. That looks accelerated into the ball. Yeah, good.
So it felt like a good strike, just hit off the bank and...
Just didn't quite get the right landing area.
So what should I do here is try and just aim a little bit left.
One thing I
of that.
didn't mention, I should have mentioned, well, I sometimes practice not on a nice green like this, but on just a fairway. But pick a little landing spot.
Right,
It's,
okay.
so it's ideal for the garden. If you've got a garden,
Okay.
very few, very well, I certainly don't have grass like a proper green. So you can't
So
allow for a
instead
run
of
out.
focusing on the
Yep.
eventual
yeah,
target,
aye.
you're actually, where am I going to, which is probably my mistake. There I was just thinking, oh, how far do I have to hit this, but actually not focusing on where I'm meant to land.
No, right, that's the thing. If you've done a wee bit of practice, it doesn't take long. There's always something like a daisy or a wee mark on the
Right.
ground. If you go out and just practice just chipping, say 3 balls to that spot,
Okay,
it doesn't take long before you, with good technique, before you can actually land it there.
right.
Same thing applies. So you're now making a judgment here. Where do I want the ball to land?
So I think I'm aiming probably about 6 inches to a foot before it gets onto the green, and probably just maybe a foot right of that first flag.
Yeah,
That's-
that'd be about right. Yep.
So, and then I'm just so that was a bit short.
A little bit short. But you know, if you called it a bad shot, it's within sort of 8-9 feet of the pin, so it's not a disaster.
And I'm not in the bunker.
You're not in the bunker.
So let's give this one last chance at trying to now maybe being a bit more authoritative into the ball.
That's it, yep.
Try and get a bit more on it. That wasn't far off.
Yeah, it was a good strike again. Just needed just a little bit
Just
more,
a
really.
dead bounce.
I always think maybe in many ways the hard part of this is actually judging distance, which is practice.
Right, okay.
You can't really tell somebody how
Can't do
far to,
once
you
you've
know,
got
how
the
to hit it.
technique.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, no, that's really helpful. Give me a bit more confidence with those
No, definitely.
types of shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So key points, remember, ball back, weight forward, nice bit of authority, bang, but it's always down. And even here, you feel as if your hands are finishing low.
Yeah.
You're not trying to do the dreaded.
The other thing I would like to say actually is for the, I mean, I'm handicapped now sort of 10.5, but my short game's not good. So I need to be hitting kind of greens at the moment. So these sessions are really going to help me. But actually, in terms of my chipping and pitching, I'd prefer to be in the rough. I prefer to be on this lie than the lie you're standing on. So should we maybe hit a few off the tighter fairway and see if the same technique kind of holds up?
Yep.
So same technique.
That's
Weight
us. So we're off
forward.
this a tighter lie off the nice fairway now. Yes, that's lovely.
Yeah, it's a nice strike to it.
Really nice strike there.
So now I'm gonna pay a bit more attention to where I'm landing it. So I'm probably landing it on the line of between the 2 flags. I think it's gonna kick right a little bit and just a wee bit shorter, maybe around that first flag. Oh, that was heavy.
That was a wee bit scoopy, that
Bit
one.
scoopy.
Yeah.
I think the weight came back, didn't it?
You moved back a bit,
Yeah.
and it almost looked like you're trying to help it. I know you weren't, but that's how it looked.
I got help with a bounce there because you could hear the 2 noises. I hit the ground, then I hit the ball, and that was the bounce same. It's actually turned out fine, but it's not the technique we're looking for.
Not what you looked for, no.
That's
nice.
better.
That you can delve with the noise, a wee bit long that one, but it's a nice
It's a
ball
low
turf
trajectory, wasn't it?
strike. Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Good strike.
Good strike. Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm much more confident with that shot now.